What's up, guys and gals? It's your boy Cantonese Comic Kid here with the Extreme Nerd Table tonight. I actually have Anthony with me, and I'll probably have a couple other guys show up a little later. But here's Anthony.
Yo, what's up?
Not much.
Right.
Yeah, I see you talked about Tawny Contain all last week, and
Hey Jeff, let's have a moment of silence for Tawny Katane.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Tawny Katane, 59 years old. She starred with Tom Hanks in Bachelor Party. She was in all the White Snake videos in 1988, made them a lot of money. Here I Go Again, Still of the Night, Is This Love? Those are three just off the top of my head. She was in two more. She made a great sci-fi adventure film that I told everybody that they needed to look up. It's called Perils of Gwendolyn. Now I can be more transparent. No respect for the dead, but no disrespect for the dead. But she is nude in half the movie, so you must go watch it. Okay, if you really want to honor the memory of Tawny Katane, go watch this movie. It's called The Perils of Gwendolyn. Also, she was in Witchboard, a great cheesy sci-fi horror movie from the late 80s. So anyway, 59, rest in peace, Tawny Katane. I just feel bad because I talked about Tawny Katane for 5 minutes in the last broadcast, and then she dies. That's not cool. Not cool.
Oh, here's Captain.
Well, thanks for bringing me on an intro like that. I mean, gee, thanks.
Ahoy.
Ahoy, mates, mermaids out there.
What's up? Captain Comics coming in with the hot mic. Captain, I was just doing an in memoriam because last show we did, I kept telling everybody about these cult Tawny Katane movies to watch, and then she passes away this week at the age of 59. So terrible story, but what are you gonna do?
Was that the White Snake lady?
Yes, that's correct.
Grew up with that video in my head.
Well, again, for our viewers and for yourself, she starred with Tom Hanks in Bachelor Party. She starred in the football HBO drama First and 10. She was also in a very cool horror movie from the 1987-88 called Witchboard. And also check out Perils of Gwendolyn. If you want to see her nude in half the movie, I suggest watching. Anyway, again, enough about Tawny Katane. Jeff, did you pick up any comics this week?
Yeah, I picked up The Good Asian.
Very nice.
I picked up a bunch of other stuff too.
That's a biography of you, isn't it, Jeff?
I wish, but I'm the bad Asian.
It would say bad Asian, I think.
Captain, you dissing Jeff.
No, we all agreed the last night on his channel too. If it was a autobiography, it would be the bad Asian.
Yeah, you'd be the bad Asian who spends too much money on Vampirella comics.
Pretty much. Right. And we got Randall showing up. So here we go.
Randall, what the fuck, man? I was talking about Tawny Katane all last week, and then she dies. I am not mentioning any iconic 80s actors or actresses at all today.
Wait, can you mention a name of a person that I don't like?
No.
Okay.
Depends. Who is it? Whoever just came on.
I don't think Jeff's going to let me say it, so.
All right.
It's okay.
Okay. If it's someone Captain and me don't know, then it's pointless. So.
Yeah, but pretty much The Good Asian takes place in the 1930s, and
Very
then
nice.
it's a really good story because it's actual history. It's actual, it's actual factual history on Asian Americans, what happened back then in 1930s, like the law they passed where the Asians couldn't, like supposedly we were stealing work from the Irish and all this other stuff. So the government passed a law where, where all kinds of stuff was going on. But that pretty much this writer is using some of that stuff to actually write this story, and it's actually Asian American detective from Hawaii comes to San Francisco looking for a missing girl. Yeah, looking for a missing girl.
Cue the Magnum PI music.
He wasn't looking for the San Francisco treat.
Yeah,
Rice-A-Roni.
But pretty much it's a pretty a nine issue mini. So
that's all you got.
Issues. No, I mean I've got more. I've got a lot of stuff all over the place. It's just.
I bet you I got. Look what Jeff made me get.
Oh yeah. I picked that up too.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Not bad.
Yeah.
What's up, man? Red Sonja.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say, is that Red Sonja volume 52?
It's volume 1. It's number 1, volume 58 million. I don't know. It's Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Connor writing it. I thought it was decent.
Yeah. Oh,
good story.
Awesome.
Nice pirate. She's spoiler. She starts the comic. She's possessed, and she's killing people possessed. And then they don't tell you. Like they go the whole issue, and you don't know who's possessing her. So it's decent. What else you get, Jeff? Nothing.
No, I got other stuff. I got I'm showing what I read. Damn Cursed Children. I read the whole thing this time.
We saw that last week.
Yeah. Damn Cursed Hold on. Oh. Picked up Alex Ross. There's Alex Ross.
Hey now. What's that?
Oh, that one, yeah.
Empty Love Stories.
Alex Ross, early Alex Ross. Nice. Yeah.
Are you gonna get him to sign it across his belly? Like all gangster wise.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. And I picked up Red Sonja, but all that stuff's by the bed. I'm still got to read some of that stuff.
I bet you it is by the bed. I picked up Stake number 2, which
which I already picked up.
I couldn't find last week. I just wanted to show you that I was copying you, Jeff. Okay. and then in tribute to Randall, I got Molly Miracle Batman 108.
Nice.
I chose not to pick it up.
Hey, I've been reading Batman. I've had Batman in my pull list for 3 years now. So I went through the whole Tom King years, and then I started in the James Tynion the 4th years, and I like it. But I'm coming to a close. I think when this Molly Miracle story finally, when that story of Scarecrow having him tied up for 5 issues now, when that finally comes to an end, I think I'm going to go to my local comic store and say, I can't do this anymore. This is because then it'll be $6. And I'm just thinking, how many more stories with Batman can I read? The answer is probably thousands more, but I don't know. I just don't know if I can afford it anymore. I'm not certain.
Well, I will say that Jorge Jimenez art is beautiful, man. It's fantastic on that whole comic book series.
I agree.
The whole the comment on the whole Scarecrow, it got me thinking all the way back to the Adam West show, where it's like, will Scarecrow be tied up? Will he make it through this next issue of Batman comics? Will Anthony Sica finally quit Batman?
Probably not. Even though I'm saying that, I probably won't. I'm on Brokeback Mountain with Batman. I keep going. I keep saying I can't quit you, Bruce.
Yeah, the design for Miracle Molly. What's interesting about that whole Batman series? I feel like it's a new era of Batman, right? Like the way that it's being drawn, the way it's being written. It's like it has a cyberpunk feel to it. It's like it's like a futuristic take, but it's set in modern times. I just think it's the theme, it's the theme of what James Tynion is doing right now with his run, and it's neat, it's fun.
And yet it's still
introducing a lot of new characters too. Like almost every issues he invents another character though. Like almost every 10 issues or so, or every story arc, at least one.
And guess what? It's because sales. The sales are huge every time they're introducing these new characters. And that's what DC wants. And Marvel's the same way.
But my thing is, are they going to be as iconic as Scarecrow and all these other guys? You know what I mean? Later down the line, I don't think so.
You know what? You never know. You never know, because I mean, even imagine you were one of the readers back in the day, and you read a character like the Riddler or the Penguin, and you're like, oh, this character kind of seems kind of lame, But then in time, they revamp the character, they put them in good stories, but then more importantly, they show up in like mainstream content, like whether it's a TV show or a movie, and then they become like these regular characters, So there's always the possibility. It just depends on who, the direction DC goes. It depends on who's writing it. Depends on the drawing, the artist, and then eventually it depends on mainstream media. Like if they do a new Batman animated series and they start introducing all of these characters in the animated series, then you got all these kids that are watching these new shows. And of course, Batman fans who've watched previous animated series that are like, wow, they did a really good job with that character on that cartoon show, and it's like, I want to see more of that character. So there's always the possibility.
I actually like Ghostmaker a lot. He's not getting no Ghostmaker. I think is super cool. When he was introduced, and everybody's Punchline and Molly Miracle, and Ghostmaker's got so much more potential than those.
My thing is, Monica Mary and freaking Punchline get a. I always get that. I always get her name mixed up. But are those two gonna try to replace Harley instead of and how Harley is one character? But I'm saying, are the two characters trying to end up replacing her?
Harley's working with her.
Part of the reason Harley is part of the reason Harley. The success that Harley has, it all derived from the Batman animated series first.
Right, I understand.
That's where the character was created first.
Right,
I got
that part, but
it took years. It took years before Harley Quinn was like big in the comics, And part of the reason she blew up also was, she finally appeared in a live action film, and that really gave it a huge boost. Of course, thankfully at that time she was already kind of blowing up in the comics, and honestly, she had such a popularity resurgence because of the New 52 when Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Conner revamped Harley Quinn. They really elevated Harley Quinn's popularity in the comics, and of course the animated series still holds. There's still so many fans that
that's
are introduced to that character through that show.
Amanda are Red Sonja right now.
Yeah,
but
and Red Sonja cast.
Yeah, and Red Sonja. Oh yeah, and Red Sonja's cast too. What do you think, Randall, of the person they cast?
I mean, the actress is, she's actually a good actress. She's very solid. I enjoyed her in Ant-Man and Wasp. Is she my top choice to play Red Sonja? No. Right. But I think she might be able to pull it off. It just really depends on who's directing it, the look that she's gonna. Obviously, she's gonna wear like a wig. She's gonna wear the red wig.
They have hair down.
I mean, I doubt. I mean, the hair will just look better if she's wearing a wig. I mean, not many people knew this, but Christopher Reeve wore a wig while playing Superman in the Superman movies. That wasn't even his real. He didn't dye his hair. It was actually a wig. So it's like, for years I thought that was his real hair. I was just like, it looks really good. So. But I think that's what they'll do. They'll give her a wig.
Yeah, but are they gonna go with her actual or like her dark origin, or are they gonna go with her Dynamite origin? What do you think?
Probably close to the Dynamite. I mean, like.
So,
they want to.
So pretty much, So
Dynamite owns her now, so
but I understand that. But you know how you guys all read some of her stuff, but you know how her dark origin is that she was raped and whatever else. But are they going to use? I don't think they're going to end up using that. But that one,
no,
I doubt it.
Yeah, they're going to end up using the Dynamite, probably the Dynamite run, and we me and Vigilante were talking.
The real question is.
Vigilante's a big Red Sonja and Conan fan, so he doesn't.
Yeah.
His thing is he likes the actress, but he doesn't like the company that has the right or no. He likes that. He was talking about it, but it got me a little confused. But
He needs to buy the company then.
yeah, he doesn't like the he despises the company that either is Disney that he despises or so. I don't know what you know what I mean exactly, but I have to have him on to explain it. But like, because are you gonna, you know what I mean? I think they're gonna go with what the hell is that lady's name again? The Dynamite run she was on.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but so they're gonna probably use her first volume Dynamite run. That's probably the one of the, yeah.
The actress is, as long as she's tall and as long as she gets ripped, it doesn't matter.
I don't remember. Was she actually tall in that?
She's tall. I believe she's taller than, she's 5'8" or 5'9" or something like that. She's not like 5'11" or 6 foot. She's not Bridget Nielsen tall, but let's face it, she is a good actress. She can probably do action, but let's face it, if they're gonna wear the chainmail and stuff, she needs to be ripped, A. And B, I don't think the red hair she needs red hair, of course, being the name Red Sonja. Her ethnicity, I know she's Nigerian or something, but believe it or not, she's also Norwegian. So she's Norwegian and Nigerian. So, she may not have the complexion of a classic Norse character or Anglo character, but, she's probably going to pull it off. And it doesn't matter. If she's a good actress, she's a good actress. To be honest with you, all the redheads in Hollywood, none of them fit physicality of you can talk about Sophie Turner. You can talk about Jessica Chastain. You can talk about anybody. None of them have the physique of a Red Sonja. My suggestion is, hey, go through all the Zack Snyder films and all the Wonder Woman films and find one of those Amazonians who had red hair and just use her. Because all those girls in those movies
were bodybuilders.
They were not Photoshop muscles. Those were real ripped chicks. And those women should be cast. I think you should cast an unknown and just go with it. Or Chloe Grace Moretz.
The extreme nerd table pick.
Speaking of Chloe, what's everybody think if anyone's seen Jupiter's Legacy?
Yeah, I'm on episode 5.
As am I.
Yeah, I think I'm at either 5 or 6. I don't remember because I fell asleep in between 5 or 6. One of those episodes. I don't remember which one. But it was good. Don't get me wrong, it was good. But it's a good thing that because I watched it and it actually brings up a good debate because the debate is if it's a Joker type character that kills massive amount of people, would you want your hero to arrest him and freaking throw him into like a insane asylum, or would you want him to kill kill that villain? You know what I mean? So what's your guys' point of view of it? I mean, my point of view is if I understand why, but my big point of view is if he's killing massive amount of people and he's going to escape again and he's going to do it again, the big thing is I would get rid of him. You know what I mean? It's time to, it's either
Batman and Joker scenario there.
Right.
Yep.
Over and over and over.
Right.
I mean, in the comics with Batman and Joker, it makes sense why Batman doesn't kill Joker because as a writer, you have this great villain and you kill off the villain. It's like, no, you want to be able to write more stories with this character. So how do you write more stories with the character? You come up with a reason for the main character not to kill the bad guy. And thus the code
that's understandable. Right.
Exists.
That code is understandable. But if it happened now,
logically speaking,
logically speaking, it would be, you know what I mean? Because he would be killing the massive amount of people. You know what I mean? It's like,
honestly, like when you really think about that whole scenario between Batman and Joker, it is very contradictive of Batman because the whole reason Batman fights crime is so that a crime like murder, like his parents being murdered, never happens again. And I can understand the conflict because he's trying to follow the
code.
not just a code. He's trying to follow the laws. The United States law. And, you don't murder. You apprehend. You arrest, and he goes to trial. And if the jury convicts him, and he goes to the chair, or he's killed, that it's up to the law to make that decision, not him. But Batman's this genius. He's not stupid. And I think in an alternate DC universe, Batman, it's either he kills them or he builds his own prison that he knows that they can never escape. So I always had this awesome idea for a comic book where Batman takes Superman's Phantom Zone projector or whatever. He uses the Phantom Zone and he creates his own Phantom Zone, and he locks up all of the Arkham, members in the Phantom Zone. He just locks them in there. So he knows you guys can't get out. You can't get out. You can't hurt anybody. And I don't have to kill you. Boom. Checkmate. I think that's what Batman ultimately would do. Again, they won't do it in the comic books because you got to keep the stories going. You got to keep the adventures going.
I understand the money part. I'm just saying, but I'm bringing it as
the real life,
real life scenario. If this really happened, and and you know what I mean. If you had the choice of picking him massively killing thousands of people every time that he's out, or every time he escapes, he kills another 1,000 people. That's 1,000 people on your conscience that you could have saved, that you could have let. You know what I mean? So what's Anthony and Captain's point of view of this? If the scenario wise.
Well, I'm going to bring it back to the I think the second episode of Jupiter's Legacy, which is the reason we brought this up. You have a utopian, which is a great name because we all understand that utopian is a utopia is a great idea, but it really can't exist in the modern world or even the classical world. The point of the matter is, you notice when the good thing that's illustrated is in Jupiter's Legacy, in the second episode, a main character does kill a evil villain in the first episode. In the second episode, they're having a press conference. There are two crowds, one on one side with picket signs and one on the other. One picket sign crowd is all for them laying the justice out, putting the hammer down and killing these villains. The other crowd are the people that think they should be in check and that they shouldn't kill and that they shouldn't. And that's the way it would be, whether it's in real life, whether it's in every comic book we've ever read, or whether it's in movies, whether it's Zack Snyder movies or Chris Nolan movies. There's always the idea that, yes, there's a crowd that loves the vigilante and wants justice. Or even the Joker movie from last year. We want this justice. We think these people should die. And then there's people that think no. And there are always going to be two factions that are always arguing, whether it's about killing a hero or J. Scott Campbell or Batman or whoever. There's always going to be two opposing ideas, sometimes three or four. And what's great is that even in the cool thing about Jupiter's Legacy and Batman, the two ideas do intersect. There's a part where the two circles do intersect. They need to be brought to justice. Sometimes they need to be killed. Sometimes they don't. Killing is wrong regardless. But if it's for the good of the overall society, both in Jupiter's Legacy and Batman, if Batman was a real character, every single other superhero, just like they have all the time to his face, said, why don't you just kill this fucker? That's been addressed in the comics over and over again. Jeff Johns is three Batman. That was a theme in almost every issue and it's always been with the Red Hood and Batman. It's like, if we kill these people, they won't keep escaping Arkham. And even that Phantom Zone idea, by the way, that Phantom Zone idea, it's the same thing. Eventually, they break out of the Phantom Zone, just like they break out of that Marvel, the floating island thing underwater that they keep them in. you know, whatever that's called, I forget. But
yeah, since Anthony brought it up,
well, wait. Let's get Captain's ideas on
yeah,
this whole thing.
yeah.
Oh, my idea? Well, reality? Nah, I won't want to kill anybody, but fantasy? Well, yeah, I'm a pirate. I got to slit his throat and take his booty, you know? That's what's got to happen. But, you know, reality, killing's bad, like you said, you know.
Yeah.
You're a true hero. That's what makes you a hero.
Right.
That makes Superman. That's what makes Batman. You know, it's
Yeah.
that being pushed to that limit of your own. If not, then you're just like them. You're just killing for killing.
I understand that too. It's just, I mean, it's because, like I said, if it was in between us four to pick, you know, to have decisions, you know, it's kind of hard. You know, it'd be a hard one. You know,
he's scary
right.
too.
Yeah.
Flip a coin.
Because you are, yeah. But like
just like Two-Face.
Well, Anthony brought it up. But the J. Scott Campbell thing. Have you guys all seen the J. Scott Campbell thing, Rando? And Captain, you guys heard about it, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So what's
your
yeah? But what's your guys' point of view? Rando? What's your point of view of it?
We're timing.
Where's the clock? No. One, I liked how J. Scott Campbell handled it. I know some people would be like, you know, they maybe felt like that was a little too aggressive or too, you know, like unprofessional or whatever. It's like, no. You know, like the great Jean-Luc Picard would say, the line must be drawn here. You know, and you know, he basically responded. I think it was a little. It felt aggressive, but it felt respectful. Yeah. You know, I just think that J. Scott Campbell, any artist telling another artist, or you know, especially a professional artist, like, you know, oh, this is wrong. You know, this is, you know, I feel like I'm in the movie Speed. You know, like yeah. Pop quiz, hot shot. No, it's like but no, I mean, as an artist, like if I were an artist and someone did that to my work, I would be like, I would be upset. I'd be like, wow, who are you to? I mean, like, I get it. You're allowed to have an opinion, but it's all how you say it, how you address it. And the person kind of addressed it like they discarded J. Scott Campbell like he was nobody. And it's like, no, come on. Imagine if someone did that to Stan Lee, you know? Like, oh, the way Stan Lee wrote Spider-Man, here, I fixed it. Here you go, Stan. You know, like, I can't believe you wrote Spider-Man like that. You know, like, this is how you should write Spider-Man. And, like, tons of people who obviously are huge fans of Stan Lee would be like, who you know, are you to say that, you know? So I thought it was kind of cheeky how he responded and the way he redrew it himself. And I thought he handled it great.
So you pretty much agreed how he handled it was okay, pretty much good, like great, or
yeah. He could have handled it a lot worse, but I think he handled it great.
Well, okay, and then so Captain, what do you think of the whole thing?
I have no opinion. I'm neutral on it. I'm in Sweden right now.
So what's yours, Anthony?
I totally disagree with you, Randall, as usual. I have a whole wall. I have a whole wall. I have a whole wall. This is Gen 13, Danger Girl action figure, 2 Danger Girl prints. I have a short box of every sequential art that J. Scott Campbell's ever done. Okay?
Yeah.
I have a million J. Scott Campbells. I've met him 4 times. Great guy. I disagree with you for this reason.
Okay.
The person criticizing his artwork, and even 10 years ago when they criticized his artwork, and even 2 years ago when they criticized his artwork, it wasn't Jim Lee, Mark Silvestri, John Byrne, George Perez, Gail Simone, Ethan Van Sciver. It wasn't any actual creators criticizing his work. It was non-binary, whatever the fuck your name is, 69 on Twitter. That is the same thing as Jay and Silent Bob getting on the computer and worrying about what's his face in his mother's basement thinks. That's the only thing I disagree with. And I disagree with you very strongly about Stan Lee. For 25 plus years, people have been criticizing Stan Lee, saying he did not create Spider-Man, that Steve Ditko did. And people like Alan Moore and Neil Gaiman have come out and said very vocally that Stan Lee is not to be credited with not even the dialogue for the first Spider-Man issues. Also, a lot of the Fantastic Four, you know, those Silver Surfer issues that cost a lot of money. A lot of people, when they look at the notes on the original artwork, they say Stan Lee didn't contribute any of this shit. Stan Lee never went back at those detractors like that shit. Now, I know Stan Lee is not in his 40s on Twitter right now. But the point is, J. Scott Campbell makes a shit ton of money at conventions, doing covers for Marvel and DC, selling his artwork online. He is a fucking superstar. No one needs to defend his sexy drawn women, including him. That's my only problem. I think he did handle the reply very snarky and cute and whatever, but this person that he replied to is a fucking nobody. If John Byrne had come out with a thing about it, I understand where that J. Scott Campbell could have a thin skin. Yeah. But dude, he is a superstar. That's like people going online, like, when you see mean tweets, people go on Jimmy Fallon or whatever, and they say, Scarlett Johansson's a dumb whore bitch. Actors and actresses, they don't have to respond to that. And that's my only problem. I'm a huge J. Scott Campbell fan, but I just think it was not necessary. And the shit that he's gone through in the last 5 days because of it, because that person was non-binary, whatever, all these people came at him and said, oh, you're a homophobe. You're against LGBTQ. Right. And then all the videos he shared were all Comicsgate videos. And then he had to go and say, I don't love these people are a hate group. And then all those people made videos the next day saying, what the fuck, J. Scott Campbell? We were defending you. It's like, dude, J. Scott Campbell, just draw sexy women and shut the fuck up. No one was taking his work away, dude. Nobody. So
I know.
Are we on
I have a
G-Man's new studio or what?
Yeah, I guess so.
You can refute it, man. I just think as a creative person, you don't need that shit. You don't need to be bringing that up. You don't need to push down. You just don't. What's up,
no, I understand. The thing is, there's someone making like a regular comment, and then there's something that goes viral. When something goes viral, it's like someone making an allegation against you. Okay. It's like saying, like, Anthony Sica, like one person goes on a Facebook page, a random Facebook page with like 30 people commenting, and they say Anthony Sica raped a woman last night in a hotel, which is completely not true.
Bad example.
Completely not true, right? However, if that were to appear on CNN, their Facebook group, and thousands of people saw it, and then immediately started going after you and attacking you or commenting about you, saying all these things that's not true about you. Are you going to sit there and say, I'm not going to say anything?
But no one was saying
I know this is an extreme version. But what I'm saying is someone going after J. Scott Campbell's art, demeaning his art, trying to basically say, oh, you're a sexist because you draw sexy women. I'm going to fix this, be better because I'm better than you. Like that's how they're looking at it. And when it goes viral, it's not 50 people, 100 people. It's thousands upon thousands. And it could grow. It could grow to millions of people. That's what happens when something goes viral.
But when people talk about Eminem being sexist, when Generation Z or whatever the fuck they are, go back and listen to Eminem now. Do you think he fucking cares?
No.
And by the way, my mother and father and my, and your mother and father, they know who Eminem is. No one knows who Jay, outside the comic book community, no one knows who J. Scott Campbell is. You should never, ever defend your art. Never, ever defend your art because it's your art. The thing is, Marvel and DC weren't coming at him. Okay, no companies were coming at him. It was this group of people online, and they're not buying his artwork anyway. So it's like I said, if you don't like his sexy girls, then don't buy his comics. And I bet you non-binary poop shoot Jay and Silent Bob computer guy wasn't buying the stuff anyway.
I agree. But I think because of J. Scott Campbell doing what he did, I almost can guarantee you that no other artists are going to pull the same shenanigans that non-binary person did. No one's going to pull the same shenanigans on J. Scott again because they already know what happens. He's going to respond and he's going to point to you and say, listen, you're the asshole here, and he's going to break it down and say, this is art. It's subjective. If you don't like it, that's fine. Right. But you don't, quote unquote, fix somebody's art because it's subjective. It's art.
But all he had to do was say that, though. He didn't have to then fix his. I just think he came off. I'm the hugest J. Scott Campbell fan, but I think he came off like an asshole.
But did you guys see? The fixed art? Did you see? He threw it on eBay. J. Scott threw it on.
Yeah, eBay. He's making $9,000 on it, and with good for him.
And he'll probably donate it to charity or something. Who knows?
Right. But I'm just saying. Look, and it all it came out to be. He snark, like you said, a snarky remark, and now look at the money that this thing is generating. Do you think it would have generated that much money if it didn't go viral like it did? You know what I mean? It wouldn't have.
I mean, yeah, I'll tell you right now, if he didn't respond, he wouldn't have drew that. If he didn't drew it, he wouldn't be making a nice chunk of money off of that. Right. I mean, he would still make
marketing. Something, but he wouldn't make it as much as it's going at for now, and it's still going. I think
a sketch by him on his shop goes for like between $2,000 and $3,000. Yeah, J. Scott Campbell is a superstar. That's all I'm saying. I was just debating the idea of do you really have to go after detractors when you're that big? That's all.
It depends on the situation, in my opinion.
Well,
it depends on the situation.
I would like to see G-Man's opinion.
He left.
Gets back.
He's just showing off his wood paneling and his Game of Thrones shirt.
Yeah. I would like to see his opinion on this. Yeah.
I got in the middle of the conversation when he was blowing up. What is the conversation about?
The conversation is the J. Scott Campbell. Have you seen the J. Scott Campbell? Have you heard anything about this J. Scott Campbell thing?
Not recently.
Well, somebody had gone after his art, his Mary Jane art, exactly like what we're talking about is somebody had one of these guys had corrected it, not like Anthony was saying, a non-binary, he didn't want to be recognized as female or male person.
That has nothing to do with it. He didn't have that many followers. That was my point. He's a nobody.
Yeah, he did. He was a nobody that went after J. Scott, saying,
and it went viral.
His females are too sexy and all this other stuff, and corrected his art. Pretty much corrected his Mary Jane that he's done where she's sitting on the couch and stuff.
I wish I had my box out. I don't have my box of Mary Jane. I got a ton of Mary Jane.
Right.
That's the one where she's sitting on the sofa, right, with her foot under her or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Mary Jane homage for like that whole month or whatever.
Yeah.
This is getting ridiculous right now. You notice how the politically censorship thing is getting a little out of control.
And that's my problem, that the group that went after him, that Randall says is viral, which I agree with you, but it was a group of viral people going after him that wouldn't buy his fucking comics anyway because they think he's a sexist artist. So fuck you, don't buy my comics. Marvel and DC are selling plenty of J. Scott variants. They don't need those people. They don't need them. That's all I'm getting at. And he doesn't have to defend himself. He's a great artist.
Yeah, he doesn't have to.
That's
Yep.
it. That's my point. I do think his comeback was excellent, but then he put himself into 2 other trenches since then because he had all these people support him, and then he kind of threw them under the bus, and then he had to then go back and say, I'm not a homophobe and I'm for the LGBTQ. No one ever was asking you about that. The thing is that you were drawing women's legs too sexy. And stop it. It's his drawing style. Jack Kirby draw people with cylinders for hands. No one criticized him. You know, or they have, but you don't care.
But they didn't have the internet back then either. So.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
There you go.
Hold on.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. See.
Too
that's
sexy.
Yeah, that's
Too
dirty.
sexy.
And that's dirty. And I'm you know what I mean?
Dirty.
Yeah, it's dirty.
I'm taking screenshots. It's going viral right now. Hashtag no more hashtag G-man.
Make sure when you post it, say, "Hey, I'm going to fix this."
Yeah.
Hey, that was too
because there's something wrong with it. I'm going to fix this,
man.
What'd you say?
As we can see from the chat, everyone's offended. No one. Oh
no.
Right. I said it was too offensive at my house, so I had to send it to you, G-man.
That's funny.
Actually, it was a little hard to send to you, but whatever. You know.
Oh, boo-hoo. Whoever just commented, you know what? Boo-hoo. J. Scott Campbell's got thousands of people that disagree with the way he draws women. William, that means thousands of people are looking at his artwork.
Right.
Boo-hoo. That's like millions of people hate Justin Bieber and Miley Cyrus. Guess what? They're laughing all the way to the bank for all the people that hate them.
Hey, get some attention. That's what.
Dude. And by the way, he's been on
$1 million,
and he's been on Twitter every day for a week. Guess what? No one was talking about J. Scott Campbell 2 weeks ago. So there you go. Boo-hoo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
No one said anything about his character, by the way.
Yeah, and
they just said you draw women too sexy.
And then look at the thing that he did the sketch and he threw it on eBay. Now it's going for eight G's, something like that. Yeah. So it's like
anyway. Randall, you know I love you, but I just look. I'm a creator. I wish thousands of people said that my comic sucked. Because that means thousands of people were looking at him.
I love it.
The grass is greener on the grass is always greener on the other side, my friend.
Yeah, well, the big thing is we're all grown adults, and we're all, you know what I mean. We all
buy what you want, buy what you like.
We all have disagreements, and we all have, you know what I mean. It's just we're still friends, but we all have different point of views of everything, you know what I mean. So, but we're still all friends, you know.
I sent Randall a picture of my office this week because I'm so like I get so bent out of shape about Marvel and DC. But I sent him a picture of my office at work. I'm not going to say where I work, but when I sent him the picture, I sent him as a joke. My entire office is full of DC movie merchandise. I even have like character cutouts. That's how much I love Marvel and DC. So my point is, I told him, I said, you know, I play a heel on the show because I'm trying to push independent thought and independent creators. You know, I hate corporate bullshit, and you know, but you know, that's the thing. So yeah, we all have opinions. Randall's is probably nicer than mine, but I just think, again, if I was in that position, and I'm not, but I would love millions of people to even know my name, even if half of them hated it. That's the price of being a famous artist. Period.
Sure.
But you should never defend yourself. You don't have to.
Well, what happens if somebody said, "Hey, I read Oh My God," and I saw the cover, and she's in a bikini, and that's too revealing, and blah 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 blah. You know, how would you feel about it? You know, You'd be like, I don't care. It's my art. That's the way I drew it. That's the way I wanted it to be.
I certainly wouldn't care, to be honest.
Right.
Artists are always the worst critic. It's always in the eye of the beholder.
Right.
Who's that guy down there with all the tattoos?
That is a variant cover by a friend of mine. He's been doing some variants for me. That is actually God in the last issue.
That's awesome.
And all the characters that have died, including Jesus, are on his chest.
I love how you got the misfits.
And then the two on top are by me, and of course the photo cover of Samantha.
Samantha.
That is issue number 4. But yeah, you're right. To be honest with you, I have had people say something about my stuff being too risque or whatever, and I'm like, well, this is my stuff. I can't really.
By the way, Anthony, I really like that. I watched that interview with.
Whoops.
Ricky Catalero. No, Ricky Catalero. That's the one that he had. Yeah, that's the interview he had.
I'm trying to stop sharing my screen, so just hold on a minute. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Ricky Catalero. You know, it took me like a couple of days to learn how to say the name.
It's Caralero. It's very hard to say.
Yeah.
Very hard to say. You know,
So
cool
I'm
guy.
proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. It took me a couple of days to learn how to say it, though.
You couldn't even say his first name last week, much less his last name. You're like, hey, he's got an interview with Andy Caralero or whatever.
Yeah. Please welcome.
Wait. Yeah. Did you say he has an interview with Andy Garcia?
Yes.
Yeah, well, but pretty much the interview and everything that Anthony's been doing is you already know. It's down in the description below. But like pretty much that. Robert, have you checked out the Jupiter's Legacy yet or no?
No, not yet. Oh, you're talking about the show, right?
Yeah.
I have the comics.
Yeah.
I have the comics.
You'll like the show.
Like
G-Man.
Awesome.
I gotta say, G-Man, I'm digging the lighting. I get this vibe like you're like this like vampire, right? You know, like you're just like
vampire. I think I'm going to do one of my shows. I've been working on a bar for like the last 5 years for my living room, right? Okay. And you can see it.
It's like a Renoir painting. He's got that
disappeared into the dark.
Right.
He just disappeared into the dark like a vampire. Oh.
I hope he's got pants on.
Yeah, I got pants on. Don't worry, I got pants on. Can you see him there?
It's like MTV Cribs.
Yeah.
Right there. That was our old media shelf full of DVDs. It is now full of pops. The pop collection is in the living room. Now I want to show you something sitting right there. Hold on.
And now on MTV Cribs with G-Man.
Sorry. you know Vampire 2000? That's what the Vampire 2000? Remember the coffin in that? That chrome coffin? Okay, this is the inspiration of that coffin. I'm making an upright bar. I'm still looking for like the old, bar and cast iron for the swivels to open it up.
Right.
Bye. Bye-bye. It's got a surfboard.
No, it's a coffin.
Nice.
So that's part of it. The lighting sucks in here, guys. I'm sorry, I don't have my lighting right. But
no pun intended, right?
Yeah, right. But that's the lid, and it will open. So it will open inside, and it'll be full of felt, and it'll have a liquid in it. So it'll be pretty cool.
Is that how you're going to come out every show? Come out of a coffin?
What did you say?
I said, is that how you're going to open every show? Come out of a coffin?
Yeah, come out of a coffin. I thought about doing it. Laura was
over.
Come out of a coffin.
Pull the old Bill Lugosi, right?
Yeah. But and I'll tell you guys, all we've been doing is moving, and just re-renovating the kitchen, renovating the house.
So how's that been going, Robert?
Dude, oh my God. Truckloads. What's amazing is me and Laura lived like in a 3-bedroom, like a 3-bedroom, first floor, had a basement, right?
Right.
We cannot believe, I cannot believe the amount of stuff between the both of us.
You guys accumulated over the years.
Yeah. And I was like, what? Doesn't make sense. So I'm still trying to figure out how to do this room. I'm going to make a multimedia center for Laura, me, and have the monitors and the computer all in one section and be able to go around it. So we do a different room. So I can go in the other room. Here, show you this really quick.
Okay.
That's a little brighter.
There you go.
So in here, I've got the whole first floor. Okay. Right. This is my man cave. Queen G let me have the whole first floor. She's got the upstairs. So
works good for quarantine too.
So there, that black
I bet there's a lock between the floors too.
That black shelf Laura made when she was 12.
Wow.
Okay.
So it's like 36 years old or so. Well, right there is unorganized comic books. Nothing that's been bagged. That whole thing is full. All that over there. That's 1930s, 1940s, golden age. All those boxes on the floor. And then up there, all short boxes, all unorganized. That's the organized stuff against that wall.
Nice.
Oh boy.
We'd like your street address and where you hide your keys.
Ready, and all the video cameras will be going on at the same time.
Since you know what's funny? You know, I just had an idea. Since you have the whole first floor, you should just paint all the walls, right?
Yeah.
And do like this space background, right? And then just have it look like the Silver Surfer is zipping all through the whole room.
Yeah. Well, you know, it was funny because I was shocked. Queen G, she let me choose 2 paint colors.
Yeah.
And the one was sage green, that she's going to do a sage green in one of the rooms. The kitchen is half. It's got like a drop down in the kitchen. So when you come through the door, that is poppy seed black. It's pretty cool. It's pretty.
People are watching the show saying, "What the fuck are these guys talking about?" I'm at Extreme Home Improvement table.
We
nerd out about
only thing missing is the grunting.
We nerd out about everything.
Anthony, all I gotta say is I am really looking forward to the next issue because I want to.
It comes out next week.
Yep, looking forward to it.
Yeah, I am too.
Next Friday.
Yep.
G-Man already bought some.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And there's some art I actually bought too. One was from Gabby, and another one was from. There was a couple of prints from
Nathan Zerdy.
No. The name is.
You guys, what do you think about all the cool movie news? Did everybody see The Lady Killer? It's going to be a movie or TV show with Blake Lively, man. Blake Lively, dude, producing and starring. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
It's pretty cool.
Another question I have for actually G-Man. It's actually, we talked about it already, the Red Sonja stuff. But what do you think of the actress that they picked for Red Sonja?
I'm curious. I'm very curious. Okay, if they give her fucking clown hair, I'm gonna freak out. And what I mean by clown hair,
Amber Heard hair,
clown hair is look at Inhumans. Listen, you guys, I gave Inhumans 2 times to actually watch that a couple years ago when it came out. I watched I think it's on Disney Plus now, so you can watch the whole series.
Yeah,
it is so bad. It is so bad. I actually gave it twice. I watched it twice. And I still haven't watched it. But Medusa was cool, but her hair. What was up with the hair color?
And then they cut it off.
Oh, God. Well, she still looked good, but I was
They
like,
cut it off. It's the whole point. It's Medusa. It's like, we ran out of sci-fi. We ran out of.
My favorite scene, though.
Marvel's like, we got to make budget cuts.
But my favorite scene, though, out of the whole Inhumans damn TV show was the very beginning when she's with the king on the bed and she's using her hair as a tool. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
And then Lockjaw was at the foot of the bed going.
Yeah.
And I think there was a jar of peanut butter.
So you're pretty much gonna give it a chance. Pretty much gonna give that.
Okay, I'm curious. Okay, is it still rumored, or is that who they really picked?
That's who they picked.
That's who they picked.
That's who they picked.
I'm curious. I'm just curious. As long as they get the hair color right, I'm good with it.
Yeah, she's
gotta be a redhead. I mean, come on, it's Red Sonja. If they don't make her Red Sonja and make her a redhead, I'm gonna be flipping crazy. I'll go nuts.
I just had a crazy idea. What if she still has black hair, but what she does is every time she kills somebody, she takes their blood and puts the blood in her hair. So you have like the redness in her hair, and they call her Red Sonja.
They could call her Marinara Sonja.
Marinara Sonja.
I think she'll. I don't know. I'll be honest, Jeff. I don't know who she is. What did she play in?
She was in Ant-Man. She played
Ant-Man. Who's Ghost?
Who did she play in Ant-Man?
She was in Ant-Man and the Wasp. The second Ant-Man.
She played.
She was also like.
Yeah.
You didn't see her face.
No,
you saw her face.
Did.
Yeah.
You saw her face.
She took the mask off eventually.
Google it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Couple times.
She was also in the that Steven Spielberg movie. The I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's based off of Ready Player One.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just cross my fingers. Hope they do it justice.
Well,
I really hope they.
Because like everybody says that it's like the red hair pretty much, but still, as long as she's a good actress, I think it'd be okay.
Yeah.
I honestly think it's gonna be okay.
But, yeah, well, I hope so.
Yeah,
too.
but the two things is my things were they gonna use the Dynamite origin, or are they gonna use her original origin where she was raped and whatever else?
I doubt it. Yeah. That would be too politically disturbing right now if they use that.
Yeah, right. What the hell did I take my kids to watch?
Yeah, whatever you do, Jeff, whatever you do, when you go see it in the movie theater, do not yell out, "Oh, I wanted her to be raped." Fans they won't understand what you're referencing. They won't understand that it was in the comic books.
But you look at movies like 300, they showed kind of scenes like that to a certain degree,
But that was back before this cancel culture got hot, before it was cool to cancel people.
Man, they're censoring a hell of a lot. They're even censoring photos now.
Hey, can I share something that's not going to be censored and canceled? Can I share with you guys, and we alluded to it in our chat, can I share on my screen the best casting I've ever seen in a film? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
Oh yeah, the Tommy Lee thing, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was great.
On the left. On the left, you have the Winter Soldier, Sebastian Stan.
Right.
And you have Lily James. Now, Lily James, all I know her from is Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. She was the star of that movie. But look at that casting on the left compared to the actual picture of the two celebrities on the right. That is some major shit.
Yeah,
it doesn't even look like her. It doesn't even look like the actress. I mean, Lily James does not normally look like that.
Right.
So I think they did. I don't know if she's wearing prosthetics or they just did something different with her hair and the makeup to give her that look. Because when I see a picture of the actress, I'm like, she's playing Pamela Anderson? I'm like, I don't see it. And then I see that picture and I'm like, holy cow. Like she doesn't even look the same.
That's the main
She was
reason I
also in
shared
the.
it was
What was that movie called? Was it Driver?
Driver.
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
No, she wasn't in Baby Driver. I don't think.
There was another one called Driver though. There was
Oh,
another
Driver.
series.
Oh no,
Okay.
no, no,
Yeah.
no! I'm actually talking about Baby Driver. I think she was in Baby Driver.
Maybe.
She was?
I don't know. Anyway, I just think that casting was unbelievably looks
Yeah.
amazing.
So even Sebastian looks pretty close to Tommy, man. I mean,
He lost
Yeah,
a lot of
he
weight.
looks great.
Yeah.
And you're right. Lily James is in Baby Driver.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
So that's really cool, man. That you know, that's how good. That's really close. It looks almost like autobiography and stuff. It looks.
That's gonna be a Hulu show. A Hulu show. Hulu.
That's it. Yeah.
It's
Hulu's
crazy
gonna have
all the work that Sebastian Stan is getting, man. I'm happy for the guy. He was on this show called Kings. It was
Yes.
like an alternate universe where instead of like United States of the like Britain had won or taken over, and then like instead of president, it was like you had the royal family, you had the kings. And Sebastian Stan was in that. He was really good on that show.
That's always good, man. That's he's getting some more work, man. But honestly, like when I saw it, I honestly thought it was Pamela and Tommy too.
Yeah, that was great looking makeup and hair. Great.
And I had to take a look at it again. I'm like, oh wait, it's not. It's Sebastian and this actress. That's why I shared it. That's the whole reason I shared it.
Well, I just I like that comparison, that old photo, the black and white, and the actual photo. I mean, dead on. Of course, it's not exact, but it's pretty damn close. And between his fake tattoos and how thin he had to get to play Tommy, he had to take off a lot of weight to do that. So,
and I think Tommy's taller too, right? I don't think they're even the same height. I think Sebastian's shorter.
Yeah, I think Tommy's like 6'1" or something, or 6'2", or he always looked tall because the other guys in Motley Crue aren't that tall. So I don't know.
Vince Neil's like 5'5" or something.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
5'5".
He's 5'5" this way. It's his name now is Vince Never Skips a Meal. Vince McHappy Meal.
Oh man.
Poor Vince Neil.
So,
hey, he had his
you
fun.
guys want to bring up? Any other topics you guys want to bring up from casting, movies, anything?
Randall, what do you think about the Superman being Kal-El, supposedly?
Oh, the whole Black Superman news. Well,
it's kind of weird.
One, I think it sucks that they made that announcement on Henry Cavill's birthday.
Yeah, that was a dick move. Move.
I mean, I don't blame Henry Cavill for unfollowing Warner Brothers after that whole incident. He's been kind, he's been patient, and they just I do know that J.J. Abrams, like, the whole idea is apparently they want to do more movies like The Joker. The Joker was outside of the DC extended universe.
Why need more Joker? I don't understand. What is DC doing? DC makes great cartoons. They make great cartoons. Why can't they not get our damn characters right on the screen? It's frustrating.
Long ago, Warner Brothers made this huge mistake where Bruce Timm and Paul Dini, I believe, they approached Warner Brothers and they said, hey, we would be interested in working on and developing some of the live action films. And some moron at Warner Brothers is, oh, you're the cartoon guys. Oh. No thanks. And it's
the same director on some here. Okay, here's the thing that really gets me. And when people hear me say, I'm not saying Fox is all shit, okay?
Yeah.
But when Fox screws with my movies, certain movies, and
Alien and Predator
director every different time, and not get the same story, it drives me insane. It absolutely insane. And it's all about the buck in the end. I get it, but it's like, come on.
But why wouldn't you use Ellis, the character that's the real Calvin Ellis, that's the actual Black Superman and President of the United States, correct? But why would we need to see another Kal-El origin story, this time with an African American actor? And I'm sorry, guys, I don't know. There's not a term for this, but is blackwashing a thing? Why would you take a Caucasian character and change his gender for no reason? Why not?
Spider-Man.
Why?
Spider-Man.
That's still a different character, though.
I do have a theory. So you have this crazy man by the name of John Peters, and this man owns the Superman film rights.
Right, which is Kal-El, though. Wouldn't you go with another character?
No. So here's the thing. By making Superman black, I think that's a loophole for Warner Brothers to do that Superman movie without John Peters.
Right.
And the only reason I think that they would even keep the name Kal-El is to just piss off John Peters. John Peters would probably be sitting in the room yelling like, "That's my money!
But
Give
you're
me
pissing
my
off.
money!"
But the amount of the demographic that's going to be pissed off by you changing Kal-El instead of using another character, including the African American readers who maybe would like to see an actual African American character portrayed in a movie instead of just taking an existing character and changing his race.
Right.
That's weird.
Warner Brothers views the fans as there's not a lot of you. We're making these movies for mainstream audience.
Well, like China?
That's all right. They can go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, they're trying to make it for the mainstream audience, and they, and if the fans complain and they whine, all it is going to be marketing for them. It's going to be people complaining.
Since the same subject you're talking about, I loved Winter Soldier, the thing they had in Disney. In my opinion, you could have went from the first episode right to the end and skip all the middle. All the middle was way too long. Action was great, but the story was awesome. I loved it. Right. I thought it was great. And that got a lot of bull crap too from people. People were talking shit about that show, and I'm like, why?
I spent 10 minutes talking about how much I hated it.
You did really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like that was last week's episode. Yeah, he spent like a couple of minutes talking about how bad.
Anything I can argue with Randall about, I'm up for.
But yeah,
that's what makes the show, man.
It makes the show pretty good.
Randall, because I know
I watched it every episode. Like I made a whole night of it, but I still every time I watched it, I'm like, that sucked. And then I went to bed mad.
Well, you know how we have our classics when it comes to like Creep Show, and it came to Creep Show and came to, what was the other one? There was another one. They did. I would love to see. I would love to DC to bring out some of their horror titles to a movie.
Right.
Like
House of Mystery.
I think it would be fantastic.
Unexpected.
What's that?
Yeah.
Unexpected.
Yeah. I think that stuff would be awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
But again, getting back to Superman, why? Why you have there's 8 million. There's 8 billion. 8 billion people in China. 8 billion people in China. Okay. Yeah. None of them are going to come out for an African American Superman. In fact, bring Dean Cain back because he's part Asian. Bring Dean Cain back. Bring somebody. Just why? Why are they? Why? How could you change an actual character as big as Superman?
Right.
Yeah. And again, if you want a Man of Steel Superman with Creed or whoever whoever you want, I'm all good with that. Give me black Superman, give me Asian Superman, give me Indian Superman, which there is.
With a different name, not Kal-El. You know what I mean? Give me Puerto Rican, Latin, Spanish, Mexican Superman. I'm all up for any of those, but to call him Kal-El
And to make us sit through another origin story is ridiculous. It's silly. It's silly. Just kill John Peters.
I don't dislike it when they do the origin stories because I'm looking at it through. I always try to think, like I always put my point of view, my perspective. I try to get into other people's perspective. So when you have fans that always complain about, another origin story, they're not thinking about other people, they're thinking about themselves.
Right.
It's like, stop for a second and think, hey, there's a 10-year-old kid that this will probably be his first Superman movie.
Right.
Or first Batman movie. So yeah, Martha and Thomas Wayne do need to die again. Yeah, no. Uncle Ben needs to die again. No. They need to keep dying for every generation of fans that come into this series.
My 11-year-old son, like you were just talking about a 10-year-old kid, he doesn't give a shit about seeing a new origin Superman. I've been taking him to see DC and Marvel movies since he was 4 years old. He's seen these people die over and over and over again.
Yeah, and that's because you're one of the few fans that you're bringing up your kid right. You have other people people that live out in Amish country that like don't watch television at all.
Then they're not buying tickets to the theater either, buddy.
I'm just saying, like, the little kids grow up, they hang out with friends. Yeah. They're like, hey, you want to go see the Superman movie?
And by the way, the Amish people are going to be really knocked out with the African-American Superman.
They don't watch.
They're going to be blown away. They're going to be like, what?
What? And their actual name is Kent.
They're going to feel like Charlton Heston, right? In like Planet of the Apes.
Oh, well,
like, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You should have went there. What? Wow, dude.
Because they're thinking like, what? This is the world we live in. This is what happens.
First, you said something. You used an analogy about me raping somebody, and then you're talking about Planet of the Apes in the same breath of what we're talking about. Hashtag
it's not geared towards that. It's not geared towards that, though.
Wow.
Yeah, after Randall said Planet of the Apes, we went down to one viewer.
And it was an ape. Yeah, it's us viewing it. One of us has another computer on.
Right.
They must not like Planet of the Apes. That's a classic sci-fi.
When I did a chat the other day, I put two of my computers on and followed them with different Gmails so I could have two more viewers.
Yeah, but like,
anybody seen the Bad Batch?
All the mothers out there.
No,
yeah, I've seen the first episode. I haven't watched the other episode that dropped on Friday.
Is it good?
I'm liking it.
Yeah,
I like it.
There's an interesting thing I saw on YouTube. There's a fan-made film called Bucketheads.
Bucketheads.
Look that up.
I heard about that one.
Yeah, it looks really amazing. It looks like J.J. Abrams did it. It's a bunch of stormtroopers, and what's cool is they're fighting on Endor. There's Rebel Endor costumes and Ewoks in it, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
Evil as teddy bears on the fucking world. I'm sorry.
Care Bears got bad.
Terrible. Come on.
We bring up Ewoks.
G-Man.
Heated about it.
G-Man, have you ever seen the meme that says, hey, the fact that the Ewoks had a dress that fit Princess Leia means they already ate somebody? That's the best thing on the internet. That is so funny.
She's like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, but everybody goes, oh, these Ewoks are so cute. But like Robert's always said,
they don't realize they're cannibals. They eat people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They feasted on stormtroopers like crazy. all those helmets that they were beating drums on. Oh, look at the cute Ewoks. Like they should have been in a Temple of Doom movie.
Ewoks. Yep. Yep.
See, somebody just has to draw a scary-looking Ewok, and that changes the game.
I think the Ewoks should have been in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Oh man.
Ripping hearts out.
So
Yub.
what you guys?
Yub.
I'm gonna call it because I'm gonna go get some.
Mum Shaba.
I'm gonna be calling it, guys, because I want to go get some dinner. But what you guys up and up to?
I've been moving for a month.
Yeah.
I plan on doing our show, buddy. We plan on doing our show. Our Ketneys will be on at the end of the last weekend of this month, and the second. What is the second weekend of the last of this month? 3 weeks from now.
Right. It's Miss G's one, right?
Yeah, Miss G will be doing it first, so she'll come back. Right. On the 22nd, Queen G will do the show with the ladies, and on the 29th, we'll have the Nerdy Collective come back.
Okay.
So I'll be up and ready and rock and roll for you.
All right. What you got going on, Randall?
Same old. Getting books, getting stuff ready. I signed up with Penguin Random House. They accepted my application. So hopefully starting in October, I'll finally be ordering some Marvel comics. But yeah, just working and getting everything organized.
All right. What you got going on, Captain?
Right now I'm running the crew because, the old missus, she's gone. So that's always fun. All these crewmen all mutiny against Captain all the time. I tell you. Put your hair in a ponytail. Go. Tuesday, I got Lame Reframe on Rod Rican show. It's our 1 year anniversary. So that'll be a good one. If you guys want to stop by there, say hello, laugh at some funny drawings. That's really about what I got going on right now.
All right. Well, what you got going on, Anthony?
On Tuesday of this week, probably around 8 o'clock, I'll be streaming, probably yelling at myself since Randall won't be on the show. I'm just going to yell at myself for a half an hour and disagree with myself and talk about how much I hated the Winter Soldier show. Other than that, I went to press on Friday for Oh My God issue number 6. That's the final issue of the 6-issue miniseries. And again, if anyone's interested in purchasing issue 6, I'm taking pre-orders. I am not on Indiegogo and I am not on Kickstarter. All you have to do is email me, Instagram message me, Twitter tweet me, or leave a comment or message via YouTube or my Facebook.
Just point down below. All your stuff's down below.
All my stuff is down below. Or by the way, I am so big. I'm almost as big as J. Scott Campbell. If you Google me, I will actually come up on Google and you can find me. And also, but for $20, plus shipping, I'll send you 4 posters and 4 new issues. And if you haven't read the first 5 issues, if you order issue number 6, I will throw in the first 5 issues in the package while I still have them. I'm going to be doing a show September 18th and 19th. I'm going to be doing the Daytona Comic Book Convention at the Volusia Fairgrounds. It's my 2nd convention of the year. And by the time I do that show in September, I will have, of course, all 6 issues of Oh My God. And I will have issue number 1 of Misty America for sale at that show because I will be done with that sometime in August. So other than that, I'm just creating comics and yelling on this YouTube channel and rubbing my beard and sucking lemons. What I really wanted to say before I leave, though, I would really like to see Captain with that white David Lee Roth hat that's sitting behind him on the shelf.
Oh, my Rod the Rican hat.
Yeah, could I see that hat on you there, Captain? Because I really,
nice.
Whoa, that is
Rod the Rican hat.
That is.
Oh yeah.
I saw that on the shelf when he showed you full screen, and in my head I could hear, It's just a gigolo. And
It's my actual hat that I wear every day, you know.
Cock of the walk. Very
Nice.
Love it.
Anyway.
When I'm not wearing the captain's hat.
Oh, back to me. Hey, everybody. Anyway, pick up Oh My God as soon as possible before I run out.
Jeff.
Always good.
I got to get a hold of you.
Just DM me.
Ooh,
You heard Anthony. Go check out his book. His book is really good, you guys. I got the entire series. I think it's excellent. Anthony, good stuff, buddy. I love it. Love your style. Love the work. Good. Keep it up. Go check him out. Go check him out on the link down below, you guys.
And everyone on the panel is thanked in this issue, by the way.
Awesome.
In fact, the whole series is dedicated to Randall.
There should be a backup story. It says, "Oh my Randall."
It does. It's called, actually, there's an editorial in the back. It's a reprint of all Randall and I's opinions contrasting on the show. But yeah, you're including Captain, you're all thanked in this present issue, in this new issue. So
I want a variant cover where it's like, remember Superman versus Muhammad Ali, but it'll just be Anthony and me in the ring.
Actually, after every episode, I send dick pics to Randall and say, "I love the show tonight."
That's what
he sends them right back. Huh? I love you too.
It's true.
Those were mushrooms, man.
All right,
you were like, here, have that with your spaghetti.
All right.
All right, guys. Wednesday is gonna be Cantonese Comic Wednesdays every Wednesday, 1:30 Eastern. So come and check it out. Always picking up new stuff on Wednesdays. Always teaching you guys new Cantonese. I always post it on Instagram, see what you guys want to learn, or what Cantonese words you guys want to learn. All you guys got to do is put it in that Instagram post that I do. I got Extreme Nerd Table every Sunday, and then I got the Extreme Nerd Table. Oh yeah, Extreme Nerd Table, and then the comic book. Yeah.
The Nerdy Collective.
That Nerdy Collective. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah,
the Nerdy Collective. At the end of the month, and then I have the Silver Age Sundays, depending on if Cookie and them don't have to work, or if Jim doesn't have to work, or depending on whoever's free, we'll have Silver Age Sundays. So you guys gotta keep a bell on for Silver Age Sundays. But don't forget. What's that?
Don't forget, details are down below.
Yeah, all the details are down below of everybody that's on the show tonight. All their information is down below that you can click on. So except for Randall, because Randall doesn't have nothing, but everybody else is down below.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, I'll put you there. I'll put you there for sure. But
Jeff, can I ask you? Can you? I know you got to fill in a poll or a special question, but can you do "sexy girls" as a Cantonese word?
Yeah,
sexy girls.
Yeah.
All right.
I can do that.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
Scott Campbell, sexy girls. All right.
I got you. I'll do it this week.
All right. Or bad girls.
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
Bad Asians.
I'll do it this week. Yeah, I'll do it this week. But that's pretty much it, guys. Check all these guys out. All their information down below. I'll put Robert's information down below after the show. But I wasn't sure who was showing up today, so I got you guys. Check you guys later. Have a good night.